This revelation was great as it exhibited the potential for recognizing indications of something going on under the surface past Earth through securest techniques. The vegetation red edge impact happens when light collaborates with the chlorophyll in plants, making an unmistakable mark in the light range. If a comparative biosignature were identified on an exoplanet, it would be areas of strength for N of the presence of vegetation even at huge good ways from Earth. Such revelations fuel the expectation that we are creeping nearer to tracking down outsider life. Albeit the Galileo shuttle discoveries were huge, the inquiry goes on with undeniably further developed instruments like the James Webb Space Telescope. Researchers are presently centered around recognizing biosignatures as well as technosignatures, proof of innovation or civilizations undeniably further developed than our own. This incorporates the potential city lights seen on Proxima Centauri b, which have brought up endless issues about the conceivable outcomes of canny life in our cosmic area. As the James Webb Telescope proceeds with its perceptions, specialists are searching for examples and signs that could show fake starting points. The weak gleam of lights, particularly assuming that they stay reliable after some time, could recommend the presence of trend-setting innovation tackling energy, conceivably for whole developments. The sort of disclosure could shake the actual foundations of how we might interpret the universe and our place inside it. However, the quest for life past Earth isn't just about noticing far-off planets. It is additionally about understanding the circumstances that make life conceivable. Researchers are especially keen on exoplanets situated in the habitable zone, often alluded to as the Goldilocks zone, where conditions may be perfect for life to exist. Here, temperatures permit fluid water to exist, and environments might uphold life-supporting gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. Proxima Centauri b, notwithstanding its distance, exists in the habitable zone of its parent star, making it an excellent contender for additional examination. What makes the disclosure of potential city lights on Proxima Centauri b much more charming is the planet's interesting ecological circumstances. Being tidally locked to its star, one side of Proxima Centauri b is in ceaseless sunlight while the opposite side remains in steady dimness. Assuming savvy life exists on this exoplanet, it is conceivable they've created advancements or frameworks to deal with the outrageous differences between the different sides. Maybe with energy outfitting innovations like solar chargers on the brilliant side and fake brightening on the clouded side. While these thoughts remain speculative for the present, each new revelation adds to the developing assemblage of proof that we are not alone in the universe. The chance of reaching an extraterrestrial development brings both fervor and watchfulness. How might such a revelation affect mankind? How might we answer the information that insightful life exists past Earth? Could we be prepared to speak with such creatures, and what suggestions could it have for our future? The potential for life on Proxima Centauri b is only one piece of the riddle. As space telescopes like the James Webb and future instruments like the Extremely Large Telescope ELT become further developed, our ability to distinguish life will keep on developing. These telescopes are now showing us a universe loaded up with additional planets, stars, and systems than we at any point expected. Also, with each groundbreaking perception, we draw one stage nearer to addressing the deep-rooted question. Would we say we are genuinely alone? The following 10 years vow to be perhaps of the most astonishing period in space investigation history. New telescopes, further developed than at any other time, are set to come online, and missions to investigate planets inside our own planetary group are as of now in progress, with tests being shipped off to concentrate on moons like Europa and Titan, which could hold seas underneath their frigid surfaces. These moons are viewed as probably the most encouraging contenders for life inside our nearby planetary group, particularly with their capability to support microbial life in their subsurface seas. As we adventure further into space, the information gathered from the James Webb Telescope will assist with molding future missions and disclosures. It might even guide humankind's most memorable endeavors at direct contact with an outsider civilization. The potential outcomes are huge and what's in store is loaded with promise. The excursion of investigation is nowhere near finished. With each new revelation, we draw nearer to figuring out the universe as well as the crucial inquiry of whether we are distant from everyone else. Furthermore, as we push the limits of room investigation, we may one day observe that the universe is undeniably more populated and definitely more wondrous than we ever imagined. The thought that life could exist past Earth has dazzled the human creative mind for quite a long time. Presently, with the high-level instruments of current science, what was once the domain of hypothesis and sci-fi is creeping toward reality. The James Webb Space Telescope, with its remarkable abilities, is pushing the limits of what we can notice, revealing the potential for life in the most unforeseen corners of the universe. As specialists dissect information from Proxima Centauri b and other far-off exoplanets, They are diving further into the idea of these heavenly bodies. One of the critical areas of center is the quest for biosignatures, unobtrusive hints that suggest natural cycles might be working. This can go from distinguishing gases like oxygen and methane in an exoplanet's air to noticing occasional changes that demonstrate life cycles like those on Earth. If a biosignature is found, it would be a great move toward affirming the presence of life. The disclosure of technosignatures like counterfeit lights or radio transmissions would be a much more significant disclosure. It would suggest that life exists somewhere else, yet that it has arrived at a degree of mechanical progression tantamount to or outperforming our own. The potential city lights on Proxima Centauri B offer an invigorating, if speculative, illustration of what such a technosignature could resemble. What might occur if we did affirm the presence of a clever civilization on Proxima Centauri B or another far-off exoplanet? The ramifications are faltering. In addition to the fact that it adjusts with how we might interpret science, development, and the possible variety of life known to man, but it could likewise compel us to re-evaluate our position in the universe. Could we be the lesser species in a system loaded up with more established, further developed civilizations? What sort of connections might we at any point expect, if any? There is likewise the likelihood that, as opposed to finding a functioning civilization, we could find proof of one a distant memory. Some researchers guess that the universe could be loaded up with the remainders of old, wiped-out civilizations, markers of mechanical ability that, similar to the city lights on Proxima Centauri B, keep on sparkling long after their makers have evaporated. Assuming this were the situation, we would confront the sobering acknowledgement that even high-level civilizations are not insusceptible to elimination. Such a revelation wouldn't just enlighten the expected destinies of civilizations known to mankind but additionally brief us to consider the lifespan of our own. While the quest for extraterrestrial life is a high-stakes try, it is one we must pursue with both interest and watchfulness. The well-known hypothetical physicist Stephen Hawking once cautioned that contact with a high-level outsider civilization probably won't be to mankind's greatest advantage. He compared it to the appearance of Europeans in the Americas, a gathering that had sad ramifications for the native people groups. In the event that we in all actuality do connect, we should proceed cautiously, aware of the dangers as well as the prizes. However, the commitment of revelation is too tempting to even consider standing up to. The likelihood that we would be able, in the course of our lives, to find proof of life past Earth drives numerous researchers and space devotees alike. With each new headway in innovation from the James Webb Space Telescope to the impending Extremely Large Telescope, we are ready to peer further into the universe and uncover its mysteries. Beyond the quick rush of likely contact with extraterrestrial life, the disclosures being made are additionally extending how we might interpret the universe's development and advancement. The James Webb Telescope isn't simply a device for spotting outsider civilizations. It is likewise upsetting our insight into how stars, planets, and cosmic systems are conceived and change over the long haul. By concentrating on the light from far-off stars and worlds, researchers can peer back in time, catching pictures of the universe as it was billions of years prior. These revelations are inciting new hypotheses about the starting points of the universe and testing laid-out thoughts like the Big Bang. As additional information pours in, researchers are compelled to face the impediments of momentum cosmological models and, in some cases, totally re-examine them. The more we learn, the more we understand how much there is left to find. In this new period of room investigation, mankind is at the cusp of a great change in how it might interpret the universe. The revelations made today will have enduring effects for a long time into the future. The James Webb Space Telescope is only the start, our initial window into a more extensive, more extravagant universe than we at any point envisioned. As we keep on investigating the stars, we will without a doubt track down replies to a portion of our most profound inquiries, while likewise revealing new secrets that will rouse people in the future of travelers. Ultimately, the quest for extraterrestrial life is something beyond a logical pursuit. It is an impression of our natural longing to grasp our position in the universe. Could it be said that we are separated from everyone else, or is life a typical event all through the universe? As we stand near the precarious edge of possibly responding to this inquiry, we are helped to remember how little we understand.